Hey, what's up, guys? This is John,
And Snakeskin 94.
and we are here for the first official long running Undercover Brony episode reviews.
I'm part of the club now.
Indeed, it's awesome. So, we're going to be starting off with the first season premiere of season 4.
Premiere kind of implies that it's the first one, John.
Yeah, but still, but for people that are a little slow. Anyway, um,
Such faith in your fan base.
I know, right? Anyway, so we are going to be starting off with Princess Twilight Sparkle Parts 1 and 2. So, we're going to be talking about what we like, what we don't like, and just doing all around general discussion. It's going to be a little bit different um, than most reviews, but hey, we're going to try it.
Yeah, this isn't one of those things that we wrote out and like came up with jokes. We don't even know what we thought of the episode yet. We're just rolling with it.
Exactly, we're rolling with the punches.
Yeah, we're rolling with the yeah. Okay, so since you're the host, I'll let you start.
Okay, so as the episode starts off, we have Princess Twilight trying to fly and failing fantastically at it.
Yeah, Foo Fighter fans, she was learning to fly.
Oh my god, you really had to do that reference?
I had to. I had to.
Oh my gosh. This is gonna be a long list of videos, isn't it?
Only if you keep letting me interrupt you.
Yeah, I could see that. God damn it, Ross.
Sorry, keep going.
Anyway, so basically she's flying horribly and she doesn't have the timing down at all, and she needs to be doing a big finish for the summer sun celebration.
Right there, the summer sun celebration. Does that mean theoretically that everything that's happened in Friendship is Magic right now happened in a year?
Uh, as far as the show's continuity, probably.
Because the summer sun celebration, well, day before is what started it off. That's where everyone met. Well, every pony met every pony, and that's where the big journey began. That's where the elements of harmony was like, get them, but like. I mean, it's just like, god damn, what a fucked up year.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we got we got the return of pretty much every enemy Celestia and Luna have faced against.
Yeah, two deities and a borderline god.
Exactly. It's crazy.
And Chrysalis.
Yeah, and Chrysalis. So, next thing we see is that you know, Twilight has to sing Canterlot, and they're doing checklists with Spike and that kind of stuff. And
And she's pointlessly worrying herself again.
but now the pointless the pointless ramblings are going upward because she's flying while she's doing it.
Honestly, I get why she'd be worried about her princess stuff, but the fact that she's still mostly worried about, will it please Celestia, still bugs me.
Yeah, and honestly, I love how Celestia comes in and kind of says, "You won't let me down. Stop worrying yourself. You're not my student anymore. You're my ultimate successor.
Yeah, kind of sort of equal.
Exactly. So, what I really like about this episode, first off, is the characterization of Pinkie Pie. She was absolutely perfect in this episode.
Oh yeah, hell of a. Already, she's a lot better than season three. Because as much as I defend season three, everyone had their problems, but I think mostly the biggest problems people had was the way certain characters were written. Well, always Rainbow Dash for me, but hell, she was decent in the premiere. But for me, it was Spike because fuck Spike at your service, and Pinkie Pie Pinkie Pie only because I truly think that character has quite a lot of depth to her. And I'm not a fan. I mean, she's funny and she's had her funny moments, but I'm not really a big fan of her being like, lol, I'm so random, completely comic relief. I mean, she kind of was that here, but it didn't feel forced. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And you know, she's always been the big source of one-off jokes, and it really showed in this episode, especially with two specific parts I remember was when they left on the train and Twilight says, "What if they're already worried about me or whatever?" And then she sends the letter. It's like, "No, we're not worried about you. Just be you're okay, you know."
Oh my god, the Twi Pie shipping implications in this episode were awesome. The letters, the tackle hug, just yeah.
Yeah, the second thing that I really loved as a one-off joke was when none of the books that I'm reading has anything to do with anything, and she's coloring.
And I'm like, yeah, color by numbers, bitch. So after that, we get a little bit of foreshadowing into the events when Celestia's like, okay, it's the Summer Sun celebration, yeah. But then she gets whimsical, looks out the window, and we see Luna, and then it's like, oh, right, Luna was Nightmare Moon. And she's like, for me, it was a day long of pain and suffering or something like that. And normally when it comes to this stuff, being a Luna fanatic like I am, I was like, uh-huh, yeah, sure, whatever. But that ended up changing later. So the next day, Twilight wakes up in the morning. She goes to talk to Princess Celestia or something, but then this may come as a shock to some of you that haven't seen the episode. But Celestia and Luna, they're fucking gone. They went somewhere. Again.
And you have it to where you have the sun and the moon right next to each other, kind of like yin and yang.
At the same time. Day and night. Day and night. Why the fuck can't these guards guard their princesses at night?
So she has no idea what time it is, and she wakes Spike up.
She's freaking the hell out. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. And then we switch over to Ponyville, and we see that the main six, the other members of the main six, are being tormented by these plant things, which apparently the Everfree Forest starts invading. And so we get a little commotion in Canterlot where Princess tells the royal guards, "You need to find them. You need to find Celestia and Luna. Go. If you find anything, let me know." And then we find out that the Everfree Forest is invading.
Yeah, and everyone that ever made jokes about the Everfree Forest just being a regular forest now fell a bit like an asshole.
Mm-hmm. And then we get to switching over to Ponyville, where we have Fluttershy having all her animals cooped up in her collars because they're all scared of all this Audrey 2 kind of stuff. Which I actually thought of Audrey 2 when I saw it. We have Applejack, Granny Smith, Big Mac, and Apple Bloom trying to pull up these weeds, which they can't.
I'm sorry, I just gotta say, one of my favorite jokes in this show, I don't know if this was intentional, but when Granny Smith was trying to pull the vine out, but she couldn't, and then Applejack is just like, come on, y'all, put your backs into it. I'm like, Granny has no more back left to give.
Exactly.
One thing that I was kind of on was the fact that all Big Mac said was, yep, nope, yep, nope. I get it, that's his thing, but honestly, though, I'd rather have them mess up Big Mac's character than, Fluttershy or Pinkie Pie's.
And yet Apple Bloom didn't speak at all. That's the even stranger part.
That reminds me, we gotta talk about the intro.
Oh, yes, we do.
They fucking spruced it up.
They did. Which it's only a little bit, but you get a big semblance of the main cast for the picture, which Snips and Snails need to be hidden behind the Hub logo, which I think they are, thank goodness.
No, I found a great reason to like Snip and Snails besides Lee Tokar.
Oh, really?
The guy that voices Snails,
Mm-hmm.
wait, Snips is Lee Tokar, right?
Yes.
The guy that voices Snails voiced Inuyasha.
What?
Yeah, the guy that just found out, the guy that voiced Inuyasha, the main guy Inuyasha, Kagome, that guy voices snails.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
That is freaking cool. Inuyasha
Yeah.
kicked ass.
Yeah. But anyway, back on the topic. The other part that was changed was that Luna's there with Celestia in the throne room when they get to see the letter. That's like so awesome.
I really hope it's an implication that all these characters, especially Luna, will play at least a decent sized part in the future.
Exactly. So, anyway, going back to where we were in the episode, um, the main six meet up at Town Hall, which, surprisingly enough, how the vines wrap around Town Hall really remind me of that weird tentacle monster from Friendship is Witchcraft.
Oh,
Yeah, I, I've only seen pictures of it, so forgive me if I'm totally off the ball there, but
and so shit starts going awry, and there's some cool little jokes and stuff. They meet up and they're like, "Dude, what's going on?" And then dun 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 dun, dun fucking Discord shows up.
Yep. Well, before that, we have to get Princess Twilight over to Ponyville, which I kept thinking, why can't you get a royal chariot for you? You're a freaking princess now. Get a royal chariot. You don't have to fly if you don't want to.
I guess she was trying to not be a douchebag, but it would have been practical.
Exactly. So basically, her and Spike go over to Ponyville, and they start trying to find out exactly what keeps going on. And they decide, let's summon Discord, because he should be behind this.
Yeah, because clearly Discord is behind this.
Hmm. Also, another thing I love is that apparently, because the Everfree Forest is also magical, it can control the magic of another pony or another unicorn. So it caused, Rarity to start dumping hot coffee over all over Opal, and you saw that Sweetie Belle actually started using magic, which was really surprising.
Yeah, I was that kind of made me think, oh, thanks. I wanted to see that like when it started, but whatever. It's only been a year.
So, we get Discord here, and he's just like, I have nothing to do with this. Why would you say that? And we get a really good continuation of Keep Calm and Flutter On
Yeah.
with Fluttershy saying, we should probably assess the facts here before jumping to conclusions.
Symbolism.
Exactly. So, then he suggests, why don't you look at talking to Zecora? Because for some reason, none of the main six ever thought, what if Zecora's okay?
Yeah, there's like, hey, maybe the lady that lives in the Everfree Forest and knows it inside and out, maybe she could help. This kind of got me with the Deus Ex Machina, because because Zecora produces a purple potion that says it can only be activated by alicorn magic. First off, how the hell did you make that? Um, but then Twilight uses her horn magic, well, her alicorn horn magic to turn it into mad milk that the scout uses apparently. So I was gonna say, okay, so she drinks the mad milk, and then we get the coolest part of these two episodes. In my opinion, she goes into the past when Luna confronted Celestia 1,000 years ago, and she's like, the night will be mine, and I'm just like, holy shit. That whole sequence was epic. They're fighting each other. Her transformation was awesome. She was just like yeah, yeah. And the best part, this is the only time I've ever been able to feel for Celestia. The pure pain and agony on her face when she had to banish Luna to the moon was nothing short of theatrical.
Exactly, especially with like a whole Super Saiyan laser and everything, you know. That was a great battle.
My one main problem is that I still would like to know Luna's side of the story and why she decided to do that. They got into it a little bit with the argument, but I still would like to try and get more exposition on it. But hey, I'll take this for what it is. That was awesome. So then Twilight goes back to IRL, and she's like, "Oh my God, what happened?" And Pinkie Pie's like, "Yeah, you were crying and saw me." And then Discord made a YouTube poop of it on a scroll.
That was awesome. So she drinks a little bit more of the potion, and we now see in even further into the past where Luna and Celestia are banishing Discord. So basically, um, you can see that Discord is throwing these seeds out and eating them and whatnot. And it's not important for right now, but it will be important for later. So basically, Luna and Celestia have defeat Discord, and we see why he's in that epic dramatic opera kind of pose for his imprisonment in stone, because he knows exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's the funny part is that he's like it was part of my plan all along. I don't know we don't know what the plan is, but so yeah, after that, then she takes a drink of the mad milk again for some reason, goes further back to however the hell long. I mean, goddamn, those two alicorns are old. To and this is where it gets weird. A tree of might, harmony. A tree of harmony. The elements of harmony grew on trees. Then there's this odd little star symbol on it that looks slightly familiar, but that doesn't really come into a play until just a tad bit later. So Twilight resolves it's her now it's her mission to go into the Everfree Forest and find the Tree of Harmony, or rather, if you will, the Tree of Armory.
hmm And one thing I do want to say about the previous flashback is I love how we get to see which elements each of them wielded during that time. So it was great to see. So the main six go off into the Everfree Forest, and they get attacked.
Adventure!
Exactly. But then again, when has it ever not been an adventure arc for season premiere finale?
It's actually easily been pretty epic.
Yeah, exactly. So they go and they get attacked by a what Applejack calls a crocodile.
Yeah, crocodile. It's a fucking the crocodile.
So they basically find out that they are all like inner crocodile hunters or something like that. So they all have a little bit of Steve Irwin in there.
They kick its ass. They go Steve Irwin on that bastard.
Yep. And then we get to the one part of the episode that I hate. When the main five are trying to tell Twilight to leave.
That was dumb. I'm sorry. I can forget the whole. I mean, whatever I thought of the episode overall is its own thing, but that part was dumb.
Exactly. Especially because Applejack starts it.
Applejack, Mrs. Let's always stick together, band together, blah blah blah. I learned my lesson in episode 5, season 1. Yeah, and she's like, Princess Twilight. If by the way, it gets really deep here. That whole musicless moment where she's like, if something were to happen to us, you can at least. Fluttershy says dying. It's the first time in the show I think someone says die or dying. It was freaking hardcore, man.
Exactly. And especially because Fluttershy tops it off, which is it's probably for the best. And I'm like, dang. And then it gets to where the pacing's a little wonky for this episode. Twilight goes back into Ponyville, and Discord, playing the devil's advocate, tells her to go right back in.
Yeah, she's like, I don't want to go. I can't go in the Everfree Forest. They won't let me. You should totally go into the Everfree Forest, even though they won't let you. Okay.
hmm Yeah, exactly. It just was weird. So she goes back in. Spike climbs a tree to see if she can spot them, or if he can spot them rather, which apparently he's on all fours for that section. So I guess he liked being a dog in Equestria Girls.
Symbolism.
So then we we find that Twilight starts getting attacked by these weird kind of plants with sleeping gas. And then we find that the other main five have found the entrance to the Tree of Harmony, so they start going down. Spike warns them, and in a very similar fashion to Dog and Pony Show, I might add. So, continuity there. So, they basically save Twilight, and they say, okay, we're good, we're all friends again, in the span of 2 minutes.
I mean, for them it was probably like 20, but for us it was 2 minutes. Then they go down the hill. They get to the cavern. They get to the Tree of Might. And then this is where it slips for me. Because Twilight's like, you know, the whole symbol's mine. And then I think back to everything that, because Celestia and Luna has some dialogue in there. You know, her Twilight's cutie mark is the symbol that Celestia used to band the elements together. So here's my problem. Twilight's cutie mark is the main element that holds shit together, right? She is the quote-unquote leader of the main six. She's always the one with the big enemies like Discord and Nightmare Moon and shit. She bands them together, puts them like together, she's the main con for the power. Does that mean all this is just Twilight Sparkle being this universe's fucking messiah? Think about it. She's Celestia's prize student. She showed incredible magic talent at a young age. She helps people. There's not except for like Sunset, Shimmer probably. There's no one that dislikes Twilight that knows her because Trixie forgave her and this and that. And there's that. And she's always the one that rallies them together. In season 1, she was giving her friends friendship advice when she was learning about friendship. Twilight is now Jesus.
Gosh, that's deep. My goodness, wow.
That's freaking dumb. They're working in a chosen one prophecy. I mean, I get it. That's kind of what it already was with the main six, but now it's gone. Now it's gone from 6 chosen warriors to defend Equestria to Jesus and his bitches.
Jeez, man. Wow, I didn't even see that. I didn't even see that symbolism.
Symbolism. So she puts them. This part. I actually like this though. They give up the elements of harmony. I know a lot of people are probably thought that's stupid, but Twilight said something that really made me think. She was like, the elements may be gone, but our friendships will still be together forever. Lesson 3. And that really made me think because it really seemed like sometimes the elements of harmony were all that really held their friendships together, especially in some episodes where some of them really don't get along with each other, i.e. Applejack and Rarity, Rainbow Dash and fucking everyone. And stuff like that. So, and some people have always said that the elements of harmony were like a Deus Ex Machina anyway. So, and Twilight, I think foreshadowed was saying our friendships will be tested, even though they have been already. So, it's really going to be interesting to see what becomes of their friendships now that, I mean, they're still like the guardians of Equestria and shit, but it'll be really interesting to see how they get on without the elements of harmony permanently binding them to each other.
Exactly. Although this does make Equestria Girls even less canonical, because she went back to get her crown, which was the main element of harmony, and now they just give them back.
Anti-symbolism!
Pretty much. So, then they get out of the Everfree Forest, and they see that Discord sees that they don't have the elements, and they're like, we gave him up. And he's like, oh joy, I can never be turned back into stone. And it's like, well, how did you know we would be giving the elements back? And so basically he says that those seeds were what grew those vines up to pretty much almost kill off the Tree of Harmony. So it was his plan all along for him not to be put back into stone.
Plot twist symbolism!
And then we get that wonderful transformation into a French maid outfit to help clean up Ponyville.
That was hilarious.
Which, speaking of, season-long story arc with those keys.
Oh my god, what the hell? Now they gotta go on a treasure hunt. They gotta go on a Zelda quest. They gotta go. They gotta go get keys for crates from the Manco store. They gotta get the keys that'll unlock Altair's armor. What the fuck?
But it is kind of gonna be pretty cool to see this season-long story arc.
So that's season 4, episodes 1 and 2. What did I think about it? Besides my qualms with the story, the characters were cool. There were some epic moments. The animation was epic.
Even the subtle lighting effects when they're in when they're in the hall of the murals.
I mean, for God's sake, I mean, this show was already praised for its animation. Fucking animation enthusiasts are fucking splooging all over their computers when they watch this. Because we know for a fact only a small number of people actually watch the show on TV.
So, but yeah, that's our review of Princess Twilight Sparkle. I really enjoyed it. I give it a 4 out of 5 stars. The pacing was a little wonky, and that one scene where they send Twilight away is a little weird. But other than that, the episode was really good. What rating do you give it?
I'd give it a 7 out of 10 for sure, maybe an 8.
Okay, there we go. Probably one of the best arcs we've had in this show for season premieres.
It'll be really interesting to see how this goes because in the first season, the only thing that was really building up continuity to was the Grand Galloping Gala. In the second one, there really was no set storyline. I mean, after a point, you knew the whole Camelot wedding thing was going down, but that was probably through promotions and commercials. If you're a guy like me that was just powering through the episodes, then, it's like, holy shit, this comes way super out of nowhere. In season 3, there was an underlying subtle build up to Twilight's ascension, which, by the way, I kind of think we should have seen Twilight becoming an alicorn a bit. But anyway, so in this, they're building up to something epic. They're building up to something cool. I don't know what it is yet.
Alright, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Give us your opinions on what you thought of the episode in the comments section below. And this is it from me, John.
And this is Snakeskin signing off.
We will talk to you guys later. Peace out, Dragon.
Bye bye.